Hello and welcome to a screencast on task 1.3. This is quite a lengthy task actually, so I'm just going to break it down for you into the few pages that are in your LER booklet, and hopefully once you go through it, you'll be able to depict exactly what you need to do and go from there. So the start of task 1.3 gets you to look at a self-evaluation, so an evaluation of your own leadership skills. So this will be at the start of your course, so thinking just reflectively how you're currently getting on and where you think you currently are in regards to your leadership skills. So as you can see in this first section, it says name three evaluation methods. So think about how you can be evaluated, and that could be through peer feedback, for example. That could be through questionnaires. It could be through self-assessment, so doing like a wagon wheel or a spider diagram of yourself in terms of what your strengths and weaknesses are. And in business, that's kind of like a SWOT analysis, so strengths and weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And so once you've got your three there on the right hand side here, thinking about sort of describing how the evaluation might help you improve. So if it's self-assessment, for example, then just being kind of like self-reflective, whereas obviously feedback itself, peer feedback, for example, you'll be able to improve by listening to other people's opinions and so on. You've then got this next section here, so choosing out of the three evaluation methods you've listed and picking one and setting yourself a date. So this will be towards the start of the course in regards to the evaluation date itself. And then sort of scrolling down, really, you can see the 5 leadership skills, so communication, self-belief, teamwork, self-management and problem solving. So rating yourself between 1 and 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. And once you've rated yourself, given some evidence to support your scores. So for example, if you are very good at teamwork and you rate yourself quite high on that, why is that? So for example, are you part of some teams? Are you part of an area or a subject whereby teamwork is important, or are you employed already at part-time work and teamwork comes into play there? So fill out that's kind of a self-evaluation of yourself, and then decide from there which one are your stronger skills. So you list them here, and then skills that you maybe need to develop further. So again, sort of choose 2. It could be from the 2 from the 5 up here, or you might choose other skills that you feel as though you need to develop a little bit further. So that first page is all about self evaluation of you as a sports leader. We then come to the second page, which looks at someone else evaluating your leadership skills. So this is important to maybe give to, it could be someone else on the sports leaders course, it could be someone, your form tutor, for example, or a teacher that knows you pretty well, or someone, as it says here, another person with a similar relationship to you. So get them to fill out the evaluation method. So how are they going to assess you? Is it through, again, peer feedback? Is it through a questionnaire that you may have devised for them? And then at the bottom here, they'll rate you out of 10 once again, and they'll give you some evidence as to why they've rated that. And then that person who's evaluated you needs to write down what they think your strengths are and what areas of development there is. So you can then compare your self-evaluation to your peer evaluation at the second page. So that should be pretty straightforward in itself. And then from there, really, once you've got your self-evaluation, you've got your peer evaluation, you're then going to come to write up a little bit about your personal development plan. So this is using all of that evidence to create your own plan. So what skills are you going to focus on? The date of the plan creation should be towards the start of the course, so this will be around about September, October time. And then opportunities that you've identified to improve your skills. So what ways, let's say you put communication up here and once again maybe self-belief, what ways can you actually improve your skills? So is it going on some relevant training courses? Is it just by completing the sports leaders qualification and going through it? Is it by observing more lessons, PE wise, for example, so that you can actually see what a teacher does specifically? From there, it then says steps that will be taken to improve the identified skills. So what are you going to do? And that links into what I just said. So are you going to watch more PE lessons, for example? Are you going to ask the teacher or ask the coach for some advice, help you with your lesson plans and so on? So all of those things will come into the steps that you think need to be taken to improve those skills you've identified.